from Jaws had an offspring, and he is out for revenge.
That's going in. All right. The Shallows, starring Blake Lively, was directed by, what's this guy's name? Jean Cloet, Sarah, something like that.
Some French guy.
He's done a lot of little Liam Neeson movies that aren't taken. And this movie tells the story of Blake Lively, who plays a character named Nancy, a med school dropout who goes to a secluded beach, which is the same one her mother went to when she was pregnant with her, and ends up in the middle of the ocean. And what happens, Eric?
The shark from Jaws had an offspring, and he is out for revenge.
That's going in. All right. So, Eric, what did you think of this movie? Or I guess, what were your impressions going into the film based on trailers and stuff?
I didn't expect much. I got a little bit more than I expected. The movie is fine. I would say the best part of it is the technical aspects. The cinematography was really good. It had some really cool underwater shots. It looks gorgeous, given the set that they had. They probably blew most of their budget on the set piece. What'd you think?
Oh, well, expecting a really good movie. I love the ocean. I'm a scuba diver, so I love shark movies. My favorite movie ever is Jaws. I love open water. I liked Open Water 2. I even like the Jaws sequel, so, I've seen every shark movie that's ever been made. And Deep Blue Sea, I was just talking about it the other day. But, yeah, I got basically what I expected out of it, just a real tense, movie about a shark. It's a real simple plot.
Yeah.
Shark attacks. You're trying to survive a shark attack and get back to the beach so that you don't die because the shark eats you.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, the best part of the movie. It was very simple. It's the perfect length for a movie like this. The movie isn't perfect, but everything the movie needed to be, it just pulls off on the best, I think the level it expected to pull off is the level that it ended up pulling the movie off on. So
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it for that. So what were some of the positives, you think?
Well, like you said, it's a very simple plot. This is basically a solid B movie in terms of it probably shouldn't have gone out to theaters. This should have been probably be VOD. But given that the best parts of it are the technical aspects and the visuals, it's actually better to see on the theater. I just don't think it's really warranted to pay the price of admission for it. Let's see what I was going to say. Oh yeah, so with a simple plot, you're not going to get any compelling story. You're not going to get any compelling character development or intriguing character arcs or a complex storytelling. It's just a very simple plot, straightforward, paint by numbers. You can see it coming, see everything coming, but it's all done well. Blake Lively is in it. She stars. She does fine. She does a serviceable job. There's no really leaps that she has to take. She does fine. What about you?
Oh, well, I love the way the movie was shot. I think the score was very good as well. The tension, they just did a great job building up the tension. They don't overuse the shark, or they don't underuse the shark. Like I said, a lot of the things it's just checking off points, but they checked off all the points. They didn't just miss something big or miss something or just completely leave something out, which I liked. You got to know the character a little bit before it got started, so it didn't rush you into the movie. So you cared while the things were happening to her and the other surfers that are on this beach.
The throwaway ones.
They're throwaway characters,
they're
sure.
cannon fodder, basically.
Yeah, but you get to know them enough, and this happens over a few days, so you get to kind of see these characters, come back, and things happen to them, of course, that I don't want to spoil.
Except for the thief, the drunk thief.
Yeah, there's a drunk thief in the movie. You'll know exactly what's happening when it's happening. It kind of, it's one of those. That's I guess. So we'll go into negatives. That one scene was one of my negatives for the movie. You see it coming a mile away. Nothing surprises you about it. When you guys see this movie that I'll end up recommending, you'll see the drunk guy and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll also know exactly what's about to happen. I don't even need to tell you. I guess other negatives to the movie would be, it is just super simplistic, so it's not something you can really wrap your teeth into. It's just, what I like about it is it's that fun summer movie about the ocean. We saw on a nice hot day here in Chicago, and it just Independence Day is the movie that you want that to be, and this movie ended up being all the things that Independence Day wasn't. It was a little bit of fun, it was a little bit of tense, a little bit of sad, a little bit of happy, kind of doled out throughout. What I think was perfectly timed. If this movie was 10 minutes longer, I would have hated every minute of it, but it ended right when it needed to end, and I thought the ending of the movie was awesome, blown away, totally didn't expect it. Obviously knew it was going to happen, but didn't expect it to end the way it did end. So, any negatives for you other than just some
Like
of the simple
yeah,
stuff?
I said before, just very simple, paint by numbers. You see everything coming. Acting, perfectly serviceable. Nothing great. Nothing stands out. If you final thoughts, would you recommend seeing this movie?
Yes, yeah, I'd definitely recommend seeing it in the theater. Over the next week or two, since there aren't a lot of like huge things, I guess BFG's coming out and stuff like that. But if you just wanna, if you got an hour and a half and you want to just swallow a good movie, have a good time, eat some popcorn, have fun, be scared, jump out of your seat. I mean, the audience cheered at the end of this movie,
Yeah.
and at the end of Independence Day, we heard people literally grumbling as they were walking out of the theater how disappointed they were.
You would mistake them for walking out of a funeral, basically.
Exactly. And everybody walked out of this movie like, wow, that was great. So, it hit everyone in the theater we were in watching it. So
Heard
I
someone say
definitely
girl
recommend
power,
it.
and all that.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I definitely recommend it. And then, I don't know if it's a Blu-ray buy or not, but, definitely wouldn't pass it up on cable when it does come out in a couple months. So what about you?
I would say, check it out on VOD, possibly. If you're into these kind of movies and you want to see that really schlocky, sort of throwaway movie that's very simple, you'll get that in this. I'll recommend it if you're into that. But if you're not, you kind of don't like those, then don't see it. Don't bother seeing it.
Yeah, if you liked Open Water, which came out, I don't know, 7 years ago or something now, you'll like this movie. It's a little bit better than that, and it's shot a lot better, and it's not so dark all the time. So I definitely recommend it. All right, well, thank you, everybody, for watching Mass Media Galaxy and our movie review of The Shallows. I'm Brandon.
I'm Eric.
Remember to thumb up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, follow us on Twitter, and, be part of the whole YouTube community because we like being a part of it too. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Take care.
See ya.